Go to the third theorem. If pairs of opposite sides of a quadrilateral are congruent, then that quadrilateral is a parallelogram. In quadrilateral PQRS, they have already said that the opposite sides of the quadrilateral are congruent. Now, when we are talking about the opposite sides, we know if one side is PS, then the opposite side will be QR. So, they have given that side PS is congruent to side QR. So, we write here side PS congruent to side QR, and the other pair of opposite sides are side PQ and side SR. So side PQ is congruent to side SR. So what have they said? If the pairs of opposite sides of a quadrilateral are congruent, then that quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So we have to prove that the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Which quadrilateral? Quadrilateral PQRS. We have to prove it is a parallelogram. So to prove quadrilateral PQRS is a parallelogram. So you see a construction here where there is a diagonal drawn with dotted line. So construction, draw diagonal, name the diagonal PR. So draw diagonal PR. So after drawing diagonal PR, now we begin with the proof. They have said in triangle PSR and triangle RQP. We have two triangles here. Now in triangle PSR and triangle RQP, already they had given that segment PS is congruent to segment QR. So we write here segment PS congruent to segment QR. They are given one more pair of sides which were congruent to each other. Segment PQ is congruent to segment SR. Segment PQ congruent to segment SR. So that was given. So these two were given. So we write here given. What about the third side? You see that the third side is common to both these triangles. Triangle PSR and triangle RQP. So segment PR is common. So we write segment PR congruent to segment PR. The reason here common side. So we are seeing that all the three pairs of sides are congruent to each other. That means the two triangles, triangle PSR and triangle RQP, are congruent to each other. So triangle PSR is congruent to triangle RQP. When three sides are congruent, then it is by the SSS test. Okay, once we say that these two triangles are congruent, now we look at the figure and see which pair of angles also are congruent. That means, so we have here angle SPR, we can mark this, angle SPR and angle QRP. So we write here angle SPR is congruent to angle QRP. Now see how we have marked the angle SPR. SP is having two lines and PR is the common side. QR is having two lines and RP is the common side. So we have taken angle SPR and angle QRP. But we also notice that these are the alternate angles formed by this transversal PR of the segment PS and segment QR. So if they are alternate angles and they are congruent, then we can say that side PS is parallel to side QR. So that is what we say here now. Already we said angle SPR is congruent to angle QRP, that is by CACT. Why CACT? Once we say by any test of congruence the two triangles are congruent, then the pair of angles, if they are congruent, it is by CACT. Then we said, but this angle SPR and angle QRP are alternate angles formed by the transversal PR of segment PS and segment QR. Therefore, sides PS and QR are parallel. So, we will write, therefore, side PS is parallel to side QR. By which test? These are the alternate angles. Therefore, by the alternate angle test. Okay. Similarly, we can also notice that there is one more pair of angles that are congruent. Which are the other pair of angles? We can mark it angle PRS. We denote it by double line. Okay, angle PRS and angle RPQ. Okay, so angle PRS is here, angle RPQ is there, we have marked them. So we can write here similarly, angle PRS is congruent to angle RPQ by CACT. Okay, we said angle PRS. PR is the side which is common. RS is represented with one line. Also, when we say RPQ, RP is the common side and PQ is represented by one line. So, angle PRS and angle RPQ are also alternate angles formed by the transversal PR of, you can see here, this is the transversal PR of segment PQ and segment SR. So that is what I have written here. Angle PRS and angle RPQ are alternate angles formed by the transversal PR of segment SR and segment PQ. So what can we say therefore? Segment PQ is parallel to segment SR. So either we say segment or we can say side. Side PQ is parallel to side SR. Now you look here, in one we said side PS is parallel to side QR, that is one pair of opposite sides of the parallelogram. Then in 2 we said side PQ is parallel to side SR. Again by which test? By the alternate angle test. So when both the pairs of sides are parallel to each other, what can we conclude about quadrilateral PQRS? That it is a parallelogram. Okay, so from 1 and 2 we say that quadrilateral PQRS is a parallelogram.